are a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, today might actually just be the best day of your life. Scott Cawthon has finally announced that Five Nights at Freddy's is becoming real. That is FNAF World 2. And Steel will have announced their next game, FNAF Security Breach 2, baby! Seriously, what more could you ask for?
Your mother?
Don't ruin this for me! First of all, let's celebrate Freddy Fazbear's 12th birthday! Happy birthday, Freddy! Is there one thing you want to do today?
Your mother?
I knew that was coming. I've been here, I'm an OG, I'm Unk of the FNAF community at this point. I've been playing since way back in Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Absolutely incredible game. I called Chica a duck in my very first episode. Amazing. But let's talk about the amazing news today. Security Breach 2 is coming and it's official, it's confirmed. And I couldn't be more hyped. If you're hyped, please go ahead and smash that like button. It really is appreciated. Comment when you joined the FNAF franchise down in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new, because I'm going to be giving away some free copies of this game when it drops. And I'm going to be picking one name from the comment section down below. So let's go and check it out. So Steel will tweet it out because everybody's been hyped about what's been going to be happening for the birthday. And that's why we found out the news from Scott as well about the IRL pizzeria, which we'll be talking about in a minute as well. But Steel will tweet it out this beautiful game corner. How fast can you identify this Five Nights at Freddy's character? I mean, we're all absolute goats at Five Nights at Freddy's at this point. So we know immediately who this character is. But there's something a little bit more sus going on, shall we say. I mean, immediately, as soon as the toes come up, you're like, that's Vanny, right? They're them Vanny toes, rabbit feet. Lucky rabbit feet, but did you see that? Did you see that glitch right there? Hold on, let's take a little bit of a rewind. We got Vanny there, but we also got some glitch in action. Now, if we can find the exact... Oh, there it was. If we can find the exact point where the glitching absolutely comes in with a full picture. Holy aura lost paparazzi. Oh, he was popped up there. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. Speaking of aura, wow. Hey, yo, Vanny got some mad aura there. You're talking about a mad rabbit, a mad hatter over here. This character is absolutely insane looking. If you remember back to Vanny in Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach 1, very underdeveloped and underutilized character for what she could have been. She was basically Afton's protege. She was controlled by the glitch trap virus, who we found out to be the Mimic later on, but she was a character that was basically Afton's protege, and that's what she was labeled to be, but we didn't really see her much in Security Breach. However, we are confirmed that this is a sequel, because if you have a look in Vanny's right eye, the left as we're looking at it, we've got a 2, and it's in exactly the same style that the FNAF Security Breach logos and everything are in. So this confirms that when Scott was talking about a sequel earlier on in the year, he was saying there's a sequel to a game or something coming out later on that you're all going to be excited about, and everybody was hoping it was going to be to do with FNAF Security Breach, whether it was Ruin 2, FNAF Security Breach 2, whatever it is, it looks like this is going to be connected. So the fact there's a 2 usually should mean it's a sequel. Oh, but Vanny's back, baby, and she got aura. This looks like a crazy Vanny. This doesn't look like your garden variety, I'm just chilling kind of Vanny. So, this begs the question, if Vanny's gonna be back, as it suggests she is, who is behind the Vanny mask? Because, as we already know, we have played 4 Princess Quest minigames at this point. Vanessa's been freed, Glitch Trap's been destroyed in the 4th minigame that we played in Help Wanted 2, and Vanny is no longer. Vanny is not a thing in the good ending, the canon ending to FNAF Security Breach. Vanessa takes off the mask, she walks out, she has a little picnic and lives with Gregory, and they all have a happily ever after with Freddy's head for some reason. They don't take his body, they don't need that, just his head. Oh, it's because he got destroyed, didn't it? That was it. Anyway, doesn't matter. That's the ending. So, the big question is, in this sequel, who is Vanny? 2 main suspects, in my opinion. This is the best part about Five Nights at Freddy's, yo. The speculation. And we're all going to speculate. I want to know down in the comment section below, who do you think this character is going to be? I don't think it's Vanessa. I think Vanessa's had her day as Vanny. I think it's Vanny 2. This is the second Vanny, and I think that's why this is a double-edged teaser. We've got 2 suggesting this the sequel to Security Breach, but also at the same time, this is Vanny 2, and I was thinking it could be the Mimic. Because the Mimic needs a new personality, right? Because the Mimic, at the end of FNAF Ruin, Cassie discovers, foils the Mimic's plan of pretending to be Gregory and has to reboot. The Mimic needs a new personality. So, somebody that he knows quite well is Vanessa as Vanny, because as Glitch Trap, he was controlling her, if you get what I mean. So he has the data to mimic Vanessa and probably make her a lot more crazy because the Mimic's programming, and if you've read the books or anything like that, Mimic is savage, taking off people's arms and legs and things. So I could see it being the Mimic, making his own suit. We already know he likes to make suits. That suit is in the Pizzaplex somewhere. I can't see Vanessa taking it home with her. I'm pretty certain she took the whole thing off. Again, I'll have screens on and everybody can confirm it, but I'm pretty sure she just walks out in her night guard uniform and not in any of the Vanny suits. So that's still in the Pizzaplex. She didn't burn it. She didn't take it home for a keepsake. It can't be Vanessa. I think it could be the Mimic. I think that's a solid possibility. The only reason that makes me think it's not the Mimic is the fact that we don't see the Mimic's eyes in the teaser image. It's just the mask eyes, which, I mean, it would be a little on the nose if it was. The Mimic's eyes in the teaser kind of ruins the surprise. I don't want it to be the Mimic, though. I think it would be really interesting if it was Cassie. We all know at the end of Ruin, spoilers, by the way, I don't know why you're here if you've not seen the end of the Ruin, but spoilers, at the end of the Ruin, the Mimic basically traps Cassie. Cassie tries to escape up the elevator. The Mimic pulls the elevator down. The elevator crashes. We hear Roxy's voice at the end, but we don't actually see Roxy. So it could be the Mimic pretending to be Roxy, capturing Cassie, and then he turns Cassie into the next Vanny, Vanessa, whatever you want to call it. Vanny, basically. And it would explain why the mask is slightly different. Okay, so Cassie versus the Mimic. Who do you think this Vanny is? Who do you think this new Vanny character is going to be? I still think it's going to be Cassie. I think that would be interesting that Gregory knows, the real Gregory, knows that Cassie is now trapped in here with the Mimic, so him and Vanessa and Freddy's head are definitely going to have to make their way back in. So I think we're going to play as, hopefully, Vanessa and Gregory at different points. We're going to save Cassie, and then we're going to finally destroy the Mimic once and for all. And I think that might tie up that storyline right there. And we could potentially at some point, because we've still got to see, because at the end of Secret of the Mimic, there was a cliffhanger, because again, once again, the Mimic's escaped, and we don't know how the Mimic managed to escape that scenario with Arnold. The last thing we see is him taking away the data driver away from Arnold as Arnold burns in his van. R.I.P. Arnold. But we don't know how the Mimic gets from there to the Pizzaplex and then buried underneath. We don't see any of that. So I presume that's going to come at some point. But I'm very glad. I'm happy to see that FNAF Security Breach 2 has been announced. We've been waiting for ages. Steel will have been so silent for ages. And FNAF's marketing, it's not the best. It's not, and it's frustrating because the teasers that we used to get on Scott Games, it's a different era, I understand. But they were goated. It was an amazing time. So, do you know what? It's great to finally see Steel Wool cooking up something. And this was a great teaser. This is like traditional FNAF teaser level. They spent all week doing their little Steel Wool Games corner, guess the character, and we were all hoping they were cooking something, and they did. They cooked, and they cooked really well, because Vanny is a hype character. Everybody loves her. Everybody thought she was underutilized. Everybody wants her to be amazing. And I think they have the best opportunity now. Please, Steel Wool, to make this a menacing character. I truly believe that it's not going to be the Mimic, because that's too obvious. I think it's going to be Cassie. And Cassie's going to trick us. The Mimic's going to use Cassie because he realized that pretending to be the other person isn't going to fly anymore. So he needs to be himself, if you know what I mean. And that Cassie needs to lure Gregory in. I think that's what's going to happen next. But hey, we do not know, and that's what the great thing about Five Nights at Freddy's is. We get to speculate. Hey, oh, look at that image as well. Look at that whole image there as well. It's so good. Still Will cooking with Vanny. I think Dawko's happy. Oh, has she got her? Oh, we gonna have cake? I got some right here. Honestly, today's a really good day if you're a FNAF fan. Everybody seems to be really hyped for the confirmation of FNAF Security Breach 2 and the fact that Vanny is back and with potentially generational return, which is you know what? It's what we want as Five Nights at Freddy's fan. Plus, the good thing is, with her having a cake slicer, we also have a creepy grin. Can we get a horror game again? That's what we're after. Security Breach 2 time, but beautiful. Ruin didn't have the iconic characters, but a lot scarier. So I would like a nice mix of the two. We need Glam Daddy back. We gotta have him. But I think, again, if Gregory and Vanessa are gonna have to come back in and save Cassie from becoming this Vanny 2.0, Freddy's gonna have to come back as well. So I like potentially fix Freddy. And if we're talking about fixing animatronics, let's go ahead and fix Glamrock Bonnie while we're at it, you know what I'm saying? Let's have a redemption arc over there. I would like to come back and fix all the animatronics. Everybody have a standoff against the Mimic. Put the Mimic out of his misery, let him lead a happy life. Do you know what? Let's have a redemption for the Mimic as well, having a good, true ending where we get to reprogram the Mimic and he can go back to being a cute, adorable animatronic that isn't going around endgaming people, okay? Does that sound like fun? Let me know down in the comment section below. Are you hyped for Security Breach 2? If you are, what are you looking forward to in the game? What is one thing you would like to see in the game? And if you put your mother in the comments for one thing you would like to see in the new FNAF game, I'm not going to be happy. I might laugh, but I'm not going to be happy, okay? Anyway, speaking of happy or unhappy, a lot of people are very mad about this, by the way. Let's look at the in real life pizzeria. Okay, so here we go. This is one of the things every FNAF fan has been dreaming about ever since the conception, way back in the day, 12 years ago. It's an IRL, real life, permanent, by the way, Five Nights at Freddy's pizzeria. And look at that guy. That guy absolutely mogs any animatronic ever. That's got to be Snartle's art, right? Because that is amazing. American Dream. I know nothing about this because I'm not American, but apparently American Dream is the second largest mall in the entirety of America. Now, one, America is very big, and two, America likes big malls. So any mall that I've been into, Florida or... no, just pretty much Florida. It's been massive. So to be the second largest in New Jersey, as far as I can tell, is absolutely amazing. An IRL pizzeria. I can see a couple of issues. Let's hope they've got good security on board because you already know some crazy person is going to either for jokes, for banter or memes or for viral clips is going to mess around with the animatronics, or they're going to try and recreate events from the games. So let's hope the security is going to be good, but let's face it, Scott, the mall, everybody's going to be on top of that, and we're going to just enjoy the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. And do you know what's great about this? Coming 2027, by the way, because it's going to take a while to set this up and everything. Hopefully I can go out and see it. I would love to do it. Scott, hit me up, baby boy, and we'll share a slice of pepperoni. I'll buy. But... seeing this all come to life, I mean, I've been to see the animatronics on the film set, and they look absolutely amazing. And I've been to see the pizzeria that they've created for the movie on the set, and it was all, oh, it was unbelievable. It was fantastic seeing it. But to go in and actually have a restaurant with potentially, I envisage it. If Scott's doing this, he's thought about this for years, because people have been wanting a real-life pizzeria for ages. And Scott's always said he didn't want to get into the food industry. Now, somebody's obviously convinced him over the years to say, buddy boy, let's do this. And 2027 is a good year because you're potentially going to have the FNAF 3 film. You're going to have the next game, which probably is going to be next year. There's no way it's going to be this year at this point. And you're going to have this real-life Freddy Fazbear's. 2027 might actually be the biggest year for FNAF ever. Tying them all together in the same year is very, very smart. So, being able to walk in, take a date with you. Go on, take a date. Go outside, touch grass, touch some greasy pizza. Take someone with you. Go in by yourself. Get a slice of za and watch a Five Nights at Freddy's show real life. At the top of the hour, every hour, they do a stage show, just a little piece. It will be amazing. As far as I can tell, Kellen got off the voice for a Freddy. Freddy 2? Five Nights at Freddy's 2 toy. Freddy Holy Larper. Why is my mind not working? Kellen is involved in this somehow. I don't know how. I haven't spoken to him. I will speak to him. I want to congratulate him on being handsome. But he's tied into it somehow, and I'm assuming the regular is. That's what all the rumors were on the internet because they follow the, what is it, the American Dream account, the mall that this is in collaboration with, and they retweeted and talked and commented on the posts to do with this. So to have Freddy's voice, that means Kellen's maybe singing or he's doing the voice for Freddy. You're obviously going to potentially have a Chica or a Foxy. I'm sure Kellen did the Foxy voice and the Dum-Diddy-Dum-Dums in Five Nights at Freddy's 1 as well, so maybe he'll do them for this one, and I'm assuming he's Freddy for this. I mean, it makes sense, right? Kellen is absolutely fantastic. He's talented. Scott can trust him. We can all trust him. He does great voices, so I'm happy that he's involved. The regular, if he is doing the animatronics, which you would be silly not to. He's done amazing ones for Steel World. He's done amazing ones for himself. And to see that he's going to be working on this official project, my man's... he cooks. There's no better in the business. He's absolutely amazing. So I'm so happy for them all to be in collaboration here because I trust them along with Scott's management, to go ahead and make this the best pizzeria possible. And it's a dream. Are you gonna go? Now, let me know down in the comment section below. Are you happy or sad? As someone, if I wasn't a YouTuber covering Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm not gonna lie, I would be a bit disappointed and unhappy. Because this is a huge announcement, and it's a long way away. A long way away. I love Scott, and I love the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, but I would be annoyed if I wasn't near New Jersey. Even in some parts of America, it's like is it 12 hours? America's big, baby! Even 5 hours trip to go to get a fresh slices. That's a lot. That's a lot of time. And money as well. If you're not in America, that's a lot of money. There's a lot of logistics. It's not just a day out. You're going to stay for a couple of days potentially as well. It's not cheap nowadays, so I do feel not everybody in the fan base can afford to do that, or is old enough to do that, or too old to do that. It's sad. But on the positive side, if it goes well, this is a permanent establishment. This is here. This is here forever until it shuts down. Okay? And Five Nights at Freddy's is clearly going nowhere with everything that's going on, so this is going to last a while. And if this goes well, you can see them building one in Las Vegas, for instance, or Florida. Big touristy places. You can see them putting them in LA, that kind of thing. So this one is clearly going to be a test. So if it goes well, people don't pull shenanigans. I think this is just the start. I think they're going to create more. You can see them because they're Hollywood franchise at this point. You can see them in the Universal parks or close to the Universal parks. Or Disney, or places, huge tourist hotspots, Las Vegas. I don't think this is the end of it. And then you could maybe see them coming to Europe, or Asia, or somewhere like that as well. I don't think this is something to be too disappointed with. I understand your frustrations, because I would be too. But this is just the start. So let's pray, let's hope it goes well, and then we can bring them to other locations. And I'm sure if enough people write to Scott, he knows people are going to be disappointed. That's why today, this wasn't the only thing announced. This is just part of it. Speaking of which, I think I've just seen something. Mega Cat Studios. This is a live reaction. They've literally just tweeted it. Well, 22 minutes ago. I've been recording for 26 minutes. So they have literally just done it. That is FNAF World 2, baby. That is FNAF World 2. Oh, that's another 2. So Scott, earlier on in the year, when he messaged Dawko on his live stream saying, there's a 2 coming out this year, a sequel to something that is a 2. There was 2 things. It was Security Breach 2, and it was FNAF World 2. Yo, and look who we got here. We got, like, the puppet in a cartoon. We've got, obviously, the OG cast there. You've got Mangle. Mangle's, like, front and center. Now, I know Mangle's a fan favorite, but that is front and center. And you got Mangle looking down there. Oh, they look so good. It's like little chibies. They look adorable. You got Balloon Boy, kick him. You got the puppet. That might actually be the best puppet design I have ever seen. That is adorable. That's adorable. But that's not my most hyped part. That's not my most hyped part. Fusion? I've just seen Fusion? Are you okay? Why is that Freaky Unk in the chat? What's that? That's coming from me. That's out of pocket, Fusion. I love it. Freaky Z Gamer coming out. I love it when he does that. Yeah, Freaky Z Gamer. Okay, and then Dawko's hyped as well. We've been talking about having a FNAF World 2 for a long time. It's a sleeper hit. A game that needed a 2 ages ago. Anyway, back to my point. I'm just all over the place. This is the best anniversary ever. People talked about the 10th anniversary being goated. Nah, dog, this is even better. We got a FNAF real life pizzeria that we've been begging for since the game was made. We have got FNAF World 2 confirmed. We got FNAF Security Breach 2 confirmed. This is unbelievable. They are cooking. I'm hyperventilating. I'm not really. No, I am. I can't breathe. Unk is so unfit. But this is amazing. I'm going to have to hit the gym because I cannot die of cardiac arrest before these games come out. Mega Cat Studios, you are cooking. Where's 5 LARPs at Freddy's, by the way? 5 LARPs at Freddy's. Are we gonna have to talk about that? Is that gonna happen? I don't know. This was meant to be just like a Security Breach 2 video, and it's just moved on to everything. This is so good. Hey, yo, which game are you most excited about? Or are you more excited about the real-life pizzeria if you're from New Jersey. Glamrock animatronics. That's what I was going to say. The Glamrock animatronics are going to be unbelievable. In this, right here, this in FNAF World 2 is going to be unbelievable. We've got, what have we not got? What did it go up to? Because we've got so many possibilities. We've got the Mimic. We've got all the Glamrock animatronics, obviously. We can have variations of the Mimic as well. Obviously, Mega Cat Studios is doing it instead of Scott, so it's going to be, no offense to Scott, the game was very simplistic, but I like that. I've still got it on my mobile. I play it whenever I've not got any reception, because every mobile game takes up reception, but that's my secret game for when I'm somewhere without reception, like on a plane or something. What other animatronics have we got? I can't remember where it went up to now. It's been so long since I played it. Don't leave the house, so I've always got an internet. But Glamrock animatronics, it's going to be amazing. I think FNAF World was underrated. I really do. I think at the time, everybody was really on board because we just had FNAF 4. We just had FNAF 4 and people were wanting to know what's coming next. Because Scott had said goodbye, hadn't he? Said his farewell teaser image, and then everybody was like, oh, okay, that was good. Five Nights at Freddy's 4 was amazing. And then when he started teasing something else, people were like, hey, yo, my dog's not done! And they were hoping for like a FNAF 5. They were hoping for another horror game. And when it was cartoony and RPG, it was too far away from the original style. People they were like, ugh, brother, ugh. That's not what we're after. That's not what we signed up. But I think over time, people are appreciating it more. And I think now's the time. Now's finally the time to announce it. So it's good. I cannot wait. Hey, on this day, is there anything else? Johnny, if you need your FNAF news, go to Johnny Blocks. Nope, that's it. Shout out to my man Johnny Blocks, absolute legend when it comes to FNAF news. This was a hype 12th anniversary. I'm sorry, it was knocked 11 out of the park. I think it beat 10 as well. What a day to be a FNAF fan. I love it. I love you. Thank you very much for watching. Watch another one of my FNAF videos. The YouTube is hand selected right up in my face just now. Click it. Click it now. I'll see you there. Unk still got it.